All right, the House set to vote and quite possibly impeach Alejandro Mayorkas as early as next week for his part in manufacturing a humanitarian crisis inside this country. With Mayorkas as his right-hand man, Joe Biden has done untold damage to this sovereign nation, the sovereign nation that he was elected to protect. And Biden, as we know, is doing this all for political purposes. This is not up for debate. It is proven by his executive actions when he first entered office. They manipulated this entire disaster, this entire crisis. They knew exactly what they were doing. The president's actions on immigration are borderline treasonous. So why are some Republicans in the Senate working so hard to give Joe Biden a clear pass for what we've seen for the last 3 years? Negotiating a border deal in secret with Democrats that would allow 1.8 million illegals to come into your country every single year, crossing right over the border, before that deal would require Joe Biden to act. 1.8 million. They're accepting that. How on earth could any Republican sign off on something so outrageous, is the question, from a president destroying our border, our national security, our quality of life, and then jumping in front of TV cameras and saying this.
Just give me the power. I've asked for the very day I got in office. Give me the border patrol. Give me the people. Give me the people, the judges. Give me the people who can stop this and make it work rationally.
It's just such a despicable soundbite. And yet some Senate Republicans have been working hard to throw Biden a lifeline and settle for a very meager reduction in the chaos at the border, almost no reduction at all. South Dakota Senator Mike Rounds, a Republican, suggesting to Politico that opposition to this humiliating deal that they crafted in the Senate is Russian propaganda. This is a Republican saying, I suspect that a lot of the internet rumors are very well coming from overseas, where they would love to see this shut down because some people would rather not see funding for Ukraine because the border deal was tied to Ukraine. Does that sound like a Republican, or does that sound like somebody from the squad? Tennessee Congressman Mark Green is the chairman of the House Homeland Security Committee, and he joins us tonight. And, sir, it's good to have you on. Senator Mike Rounds, could he care less about the border? He's obviously very heavily invested in protecting Ukraine.
Look, I didn't catch the comment from the senator. All I know is whoever is over there saying that 5,000 can come in a day, that is absolutely absurd. You average about $15,000 to the drug cartels every time one person is escorted through Mexico into the United States. 1.8 million times 15,000. We're looking at well over $2 billion to the drug cartels. They're just going to write that check and give it to them. This is insanity, and that the whole package that we hear they're putting together. They haven't talked to me. I'm the chairman of Homeland Security in the House. It's dead on arrival.
I don't know, and I appreciate that, and thank you for standing up for some kind of common sense on immigration in this country. But how on earth does a deal like this even get put together? That's what I'm trying to wrap my head around, is how would they push a deal like this, and you are going to exonerate Joe Biden for everything he's done to this country for the last 3 years?
Well, I don't know how they can sit down and write any law on border security while we have a cabinet secretary who basically disregards the laws anyway. I mean, Secretary Mayorkas wrote a memorandum, signed it himself, directing his people to violate the law. So what difference does it make if they write something over there? He can just pick and choose, apparently, and do whatever he wants.
It's amazing. You got a full floor vote to impeach Mayorkas next week, is what it's sounding like, for refusing to comply with immigration laws and breaching the public's trust. Those are the two. But my first question is, do you have the votes? And what happens if he's impeached? I mean, it goes to the Senate. It probably doesn't happen there. So is it just kind of symbolic?
Well, that's a two-part question. And in terms of the votes, we're working every one of the folks that are sort of considering. And that's a very small number. I think we'll be okay. As far as the Senate, tragically, the Democrats are going to vote party lines on this, and so it's going to fail in the Senate. But that doesn't exonerate me of doing my duty in the House. My duty is to the people of Tennessee and to the United States. And so my job is to take a lawless cabinet secretary who's totally disregarding a co-equal branch of government and try to impeach him and get him out of office, because that's unacceptable.
Yeah, I wish there was I wish there was more that we could do. You're doing everything that you can, though. Congressman, we appreciate your time and the hard work. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Thank